let's take a look at Chapter 4 of the California Math Framework. This chapter is all about exploring, discovering, and reasoning with mathematics. The chapter delves into the heart of what makes math learning engaging and effective for students from kindergarten through high school. So let's break it down. The chapter sets the stage really by emphasizing the importance of the Standards for Mathematical Practices, or SMPs. We briefly discussed this in an earlier chapter, but the Standards for Mathematical Practice, or SMPs, is describing fostering habits of mind and interaction. These are crucial for math learning. Now, these standards are the same for all grades, kindergarten through high school. These standards encourage students to persevere in problem solving, explain their thinking, construct arguments, form a strong foundation for exploring and reasoning in math. The ultimate goal of the California Common Core State Standards for Math is to prepare students to be adept users of math in their daily lives, regardless of their chosen career paths. Proficient students are expected to engage actively with mathematical problems, experiment with solutions, adapt strategies to new challenges. And so this chapter really underscores the dual nature of the standards. The content standards, which outline the skills and knowledge specific to each grade, while the standards for mathematical practice, or SMPs, remain consistent across all grades. These are guiding students in how to interact with the math. So the SMPs are designed to instill critical habits of mind, making mathematical representations, attending to structure, reasoning through problems, habits of interactions. These are things like explaining one's thinking and engaging in discussions. So the habits are essential for deep learning and understanding of math. This chapter really highlights that by the time students graduate, they should be completely comfortable with various mathematical practices, including exploration, discovery, generalization, and justification, because again, these practices would have been in place since kindergarten. So instructional activities should be intriguing investigations that elicit curiosity and motivation. Activities like this are framed by the 3 drivers of investigation, or DIs. These are briefly mentioned in the first chapter, but we're going to go into a little bit more detail here. So the drivers of investigation, again, there's 3 DIs. That's sense-making, predicting, and having an impact. The 8 SMPs provide the methods of exploration, how we're going to do it, right? The methods, while the content connections ensure coherence across grades. This approach really helps students make sense of the world, use math to understand real-world context. So this chapter goes on to describe how students' interactions with math evolves from elementary through high school. In elementary, they explore basic number concepts, place value, math relationships. Middle school, they're looking at deepening their reasoning with more abstract representations, expressions, equations. And in high school, they're equipped to handle more complex math ideas like functions, geometric relationships, and data analysis. So the chapter gives some really nice examples. It concludes by reinforcing the idea about engaging students in meaningful, authentic math concepts, helps them develop a robust understanding of math. It prepares them for academic success, but also empowers students to use math to make informed decisions in their personal and civic lives. In summary, Chapter 4 provides a really comprehensive look at how we can cultivate deep, meaningful, lasting mathematical skills for students in both their exploration and discovery, as well as their reasoning. It stresses the importance of the SMPs across all grade levels. We saw an example of the progression through the grades and thinking about how that changes, but the SMPs are really integral in creating a rich and engaging math learning experience that prepares students for the challenges and opportunities.